So, Senator, what do you want to see President Trump do?
I want him to hear him say, we're going to arm the Free Syrian Army. We are going to dedicate ourselves to the removal of Bashar Assad. We're going to have the Russians pay a price for their engagement. The Iranians and Hezbollah are also heavily involved. All players here are going to have to pay a penalty, and the United States of America is going to be on the side of people who fight for freedom, and we will not sit by and watch chemical weapons being used to slaughter innocent women and children.
I know you met with General Idris, who is a defector from the Syrian army, who's come out. Some say that he does have tie to Muslim extremists. I don't know. Well, listen to this video, Senator McCain, of a Syrian, it looks like a fighter jet being shot out of the sky. Listen to what they say afterwards. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! I have a problem helping those people out if they're screaming that after a hit.
Would you have a problem with American and Christians saying, thank God, thank God? That's what they're saying. Come on. Of course they are Muslims, but they are moderates, and I guarantee you that they are moderates. I know them, and I've been with them. For someone to say Allah Akbar is about as offensive as someone saying thank God.
General Dempsey came out and
one person who's been arguing for intervention almost since the civil war began in Syria is Senator John McCain. And Senator McCain, the White House makes clear that the U.S. will start providing military assistance to the rebels. Presumably that means weapons. So what weapons are you comfortable giving the rebels there? And are there any weapons you are not comfortable giving them?
I am comfortable with giving them whatever the weapons they need to defend themselves against the onslaught of Russian weapons of the most sophisticated kind, Iranian weapons, and I am absolutely convinced that we need to have heavy weapons, both anti-tank and anti-air. And finally, could I say, unless we take out Bashar Assad's air assets and establish a safe zone, it will not change the favorable conditions on the battlefield for Bashar Assad.
So will this be enough to turn the tide, the weapons that will be going in now?
It will not. We have to establish a safe zone, move the Patriots missile batteries close, take out with cruise missiles their air assets and logistics on the ground and establish that safe zone. Then we can change the equation on the ground, not before. They don't believe the president is either serious or he's deluded, one of the two. And when you talk about a coalition, I think you're going to have great difficulty, Sean, in getting any Middle Eastern country to cooperate in any fashion because of the decisions the president's made, including the commitment to bomb Syria and not to.
I am concerned about this report about Syrian rebels and the ceasefire with ISIS. Senator
Paul, that's not true. Well, it's not true. It's not true. Whether I don't care about the report. I know these people intimately. We talk to them all the time.
Let me ask you about what your colleague Rand Paul said about it this morning. He said it's a mistake to arm them. Most of the arms that we've given the so-called moderate rebels have wound up in the hands of ISIS because ISIS simply takes it from them or it is given to them, and we mistakenly actually end up giving it to some radicals. Look, things are very...
Has Rand Paul ever been to Syria? Has he ever met with ISIS? Has he ever met with any of these people? No. We're going to have a fight because it's patently false. This is the same Rand Paul that said we didn't want to have anything to do with anything to do in the Middle East, by the way. I don't want to get in a fight with him at all. Yeah. But it's not true. I know these people. I'm in contact with them all the time.
All right, then let me ask you this.
And he is not.
Senator,
and he is not.
I know your background. I believe you when you say you have sources on the ground. But I've got to be clear, because I was a little surprised. It was in The Hill. It was in this weekend. They cite the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights monitoring events for the United Kingdom. And what they said, the groups agreed to a non-aggression pact in which they promised not to attack each other.